Yes,
Okay, it is recording. I don't even know what that was. Hey, it's a doggy. Well, anyway. Hello, YouTube. KSI Sword Art here.
and Rogue the Girl here. And we are doing our third vlog. And I decided to make an appearance this time. And my dog. She likes attention too. Anyways, the topic for tonight is random issues, such as can be anywhere from political to just regular stupid arguments that you go through. So the first one that I'd like to bring up, I would really like to bring up, is I was searching through YouTube. I know, I do it quite often.
Everybody
I was searching
does.
through. Everybody does. I was searching through YouTube, and all of a sudden I get stuck and lost on this video, and it says, Surfer Dude on Welfare. And I don't know if you've seen this, Sword Art.
No.
Have you seen this? Okay, well, this dude basically is capable of working, but chooses the life of surfing every day 24/7 instead of trying to go out and find a job like normal Americans. He went in and signed up for welfare, and the government said, yeah, sure. So now we're paying out of our tax money.
Lovely.
That's right. Our tax money to support this surfer dude who wants to go and surf 24/7. That's it. That's his lifestyle. Completely capable of working. How do you feel about that?
I have no idea.
Like, when you go to start to work and realize that you have to pay all these taxes for the people on welfare who need it, like 90-year-old woman who can't work anymore because she's 90. I mean, how do you feel about like having to
work for and pay taxes for someone that doesn't really need it?
Taxes for someone who doesn't need it and doesn't want it?
That's kind of pointless. I mean, if you need it, you need it. If you don't need it, why do you even ask for it?
I don't know. It angers me.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that that's one of the things that angers me the most and needs a swift kick to the gut. That really does anger me. It really, really gets on my nerves because I realize that, you know, you're going to be working. That's going to be your hard-earned money going to someone, not to just get, like, the basics, but to get, like, lobster. This dude was getting lobster and steak and freaking mahi-mahi.
I don't even know what that is.
For people who don't know, it's some kind of fish. Yeah. Getting mahi-mahi while the rest of us, we work our tails off and we get like ramen, cheeseburgers. We get cheeseburgers. That's a plus. That's always a plus.
Yeah, those things aren't bad.
They're not bad, but we don't live like this eccentric lifestyle like he does because of the government, and he doesn't even need it.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, that's just one of the random issues that I've come across and I've found that really agitates me. So, how about you? Any random issues?
I don't know if this is really an issue, but since we were on the topic of browsing through YouTube videos, I'm subscribed to one YouTuber who also plays games like we do, and I don't know why, but he was playing this one game. It's almost something about being stranded in the ocean without any sort of life jacket or something. Basically, what it is the guy gets knocked off a boat, and you have to constantly scroll up on your mouse like you're actually scrolling up a page to keep the guy afloat. If you don't, he drowns.
Is that it? That's it? That's the game?
It's pretty much it. There's nothing else. You got to try to survive as long as you can. And every now and then you'll see random stuff. It's like almost like flashbacks or something like that.
That's kind of weird.
It is.
But, I mean, if you're bored and you have enough time to do that, then go ahead. Go spend your time by scrolling up. You go do that.
Well, if you don't, he dies.
I don't have that time.
If anybody actually wants, I will at one time actually play that game to show what it's like. No, I played it before and it was not the best.
That's like suggesting someone to go play Flappy Bird. Oh, here we go. While we're on this Flappy Bird thing. I know it's old news and stuff, and I know it's addicting. And I know that they removed it from the phone market.
Actually, yeah, they removed
because
it.
people kept like smashing their phones, and
No, that's not the reason.
And the Mario thing is copyright, which is why they had to remove it. But also the fact that people kept smashing their phones. Why would you throw your phone at a wall?
I've never actually heard somebody throw their phone at a wall because
Oh
of
yeah,
that game.
I've seen people throw their phones at the wall. I was sitting in the waiting room of the doctor's office, and there's like this grown woman. Kid you not. She's sitting there with the volume all the way up, and I knew she was playing Flappy Bird because I could hear the ding, ding, ding as she hit through every single portal. And I mean, she must have gotten to like 30. And then all of a sudden, you heard the bird face dive. And I don't know if you know this, if you've ever played it or not, but that is the most dreaded sound ever. Especially if you get past 17. She just, like, threw her phone at the wall.
Oh my goodness.
At the wall. Full on, overhand throw at the wall.
Yeah. Not only that, but the more I've seen is that people have been selling their phones or iPod Touches or iPads.
You can sell your phone for a lot of money if it's still got the original Flappy Bird on it.
Either Flappy Bird, the new version or the old version.
Oh, they took the new version off too?
Yeah, the new version was just an update of it before it was taken off. But from what I saw, someone was selling it for over $11,000.
And I guarantee you that someone will buy it.
Someone did.
Yeah.
Someone was also making just made a picture on paper and sold it, put it as a bid, and someone bid around $9,000 for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to respond to that one.
It's crazy.
So there's a couple random issues. Do you have any more, Sword Art?
No.
No more? Okay, I'll... Well... I'm trying to think of if there's any more political controversy thing going on. Oh!
I've never really looked at the news. I just sit on my Xbox all day.
Well, I'd like to bring to the attention of people that, there's this teacher. This is another one that really bothers me. There's this teacher, grown woman, has a husband and a kid at home, but she's in the school districts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of her students' birthdays, and I believe it was a middle school student. It was somewhere in the middle schools. Well, she gets persuaded to give this middle school kid a lap dance for his birthday.
That's weird.
Grown woman being persuaded to give a lap dance.
Why would anybody even do that? Especially if it's a teacher and student.
If you're 18, even 18 or above 18, you make your own decisions, and there is no persuasion on that. That was totally you. There was no the kids really wanted me to do it, so I did it. That was your call.
Yeah.
The student, it was a male student and a female teacher, so kudos to the student, but totally ruined the teacher's chances of ever being able to be around kids again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that one? Because that one's kind of really, really messed up. I mean, it's not like the teacher slept with the student, but she still crossed the borderlines of...
That would be something that would get you fired if you even did that.
I believe that she did get fired or suspended on pay until they figure out what actually happened.
Because that's just something you don't do.
Yeah, that's just something that you really don't do, and I don't understand why people will even think about crossing the line. Well, it's not, because you'll hear many people, especially, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but when there are older guys out there dating, like, underage females, I mean, the first thing that they'll jump to is, well, it's not my fault that she was a slut. That doesn't make things okay to automatically say that and like be like, oh yeah, definitely she was. You have to imagine you're the one chasing after the younger female, or she could have chased after you, but ultimately you're the older person in the place of responsibility.
Yeah.
So you need to make the decision. And it needs to be the right decision, or else you'll throw your life away easy. I mean, that's just the way that I feel about that one. There's been a lot of those lately. Anybody who really will do that with a kid who's not fully grown. Like, we're talking middle schoolers. Like, any teacher who has a sexual relationship with a middle schooler, that's just wrong. I look at those like little kids still.
Yeah.
Because they're so impressionable still. Like, they're still learning. That's another one that bothered me. I don't know if that bothered anybody else out there or if you heard that on the news anywhere, but that was news on the East Coast.
That's just weird. I don't know why people would even do that stuff.
Yeah, it confuses the heck out of me too. How about you? Anything else that you want to add in?
I have no clue any other issues. I've not really been looking at the, what's it called? The news. But there is some gaming news that I did want to bring up. So, there have been rumors. Actually, it's more... A lot of other gaming YouTubers have actually been talking about this. The new Call of Duty 2014. Couple people been making rumors that it was going to be called Call of Duty Patriots, some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's unsure of what the title will be, but there has been news from the Call of Duty Twitter, that the actual world reveal will be this Sunday, May the 4th.
Sounds pretty reasonable. I will definitely listen out for that one. Glad you brought that one up, because that was one that I was trying to keep track of to see where that was going. I did hear that people were like, oh, it's going to be called this, and there's been a lot of controversy with people fighting back and forth, like, no, you're wrong, it's going to be called this. But you don't really know until they announce it.
Yeah.
That was...
A while ago, people were saying that it was going to be called Modern Warfare 4, especially since Sledgehammer is the one creating it. Now,
right.
A lot of people still don't even know that it's been changed from a 2-year cycle to about a 3-year cycle. Sledgehammer, Activision is the publisher. Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward are now the 3 creators of the Call of Duty series. This new one is going to start a new era. Some people were also rumoring that it was going to be in a alternative reality of World War One. Some people are saying that it's going to be in the future, like further into the future. Especially Game Informer has a picture, I believe it is, of a Call of Duty character where they have the bionics that would allow, like a bionic armor that would allow you to, like, increase your strength. Forgot what they were
Halo?
called. It
Just saying. Halo 4, thinking about it, Halo 4 definitely was a mix of Halo Reach and Call of Duty.
Yes, that
So
is true.
I'm not surprised that Call of Duty, if it would be going to a more spacey, futuristic look.
Well, with the bionic type armors, I forgot exactly what they were called, but that's more in the Crysis series.
Yeah.
That suit that they wear in the Crysis games, that's basically a little bit like that, but in a different different version of it.
That makes complete sense. Although you can't really guess at what it's going to be or what it's going to be called until the actual release comes out.
Yeah.
And I know that I'll be staying tuned for that, and probably you'll be staying tuned for that. But
I
that's
will be. I don't know if I will actually get it, especially since I have a feeling that it might only be next gen, which I mean by that is Xbox One and PS4. They say next gen first. I don't know if that actually means that they will be putting it out on 360 and PS3, but for a fact I know they're going to put it out on the Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
leading into the next thing that I have to say is I have an Xbox One, and I want to talk about that with you guys for a little bit because a lot of the things I can debunk the issues that you guys were saying. A lot of people are coming up and saying that it cannot run without the Kinect on, or at least uncovered. You know, the Kinect has to be staring at you all the time.
That's
My
creepy.
Kinect is not. I cover my Kinect up with a towel, kind of like a little hand towel, for the fact that I don't like cameras pointed at me 24/7. This almost creates like a feel that someone is watching you. And it does run with a towel over it, but it has to be able to hear you say commands if you're going to use voice commands. Another one is the graphics are really good. Probably the best graphics that I've seen so far on the Xbox One. In the Xboxes, actually. Really, really, really good graphics, and I think HDMI actually makes all the difference in this case.
Yeah. I don't think that the Xbox One actually has to have the Kinect plugged in to actually run.
I mean, I can try it and report back next vlog to you guys if the Kinect actually has to be plugged in to run. I will definitely test that one out and let you guys know. But that is not one of the things that I heard that people had an issue with, so I mean, I'll definitely test that one out and debunk the theory if it runs without it. But I just keep mine covered in a towel, so it's easier to just take off and put back on whenever.
Yeah. Another thing is that there has been rumors that Microsoft will be selling a Kinectless Xbox One. There has also been rumors, I believe these have been denied, that there was going to be a discless Xbox One.
That was a false rumor that was started, actually.
That would have been awesome, though.
It would have been awesome, but imagine all the storage room that you would have had to have.
What do you mean?
This another thing that I want to bring up. This cloud thing, I am not too fond on it. I know that everybody's like, this is so overblown, but the PS, they got their system hacked. They were on like a cloud
You mean
thing
the cloud
where-
saves?
Yeah.
The cloud saves, from what I've seen, they also have it on the 360 as well. It's mainly used for nothing else but saves. You can't put games on there or anything.
But wait, listen. The thing that I'm not big on it about is when the PS got hacked, it also had all its saves on like a cloud thing. And now that the Xbox One, it mainly uses the cloud thing for saves. Imagine all your game data and your time play, everything just disappearing because it's been hacked and wiped. I mean, in worst case scenario, that can happen. It's possible.
Yeah.
And I'm not too fond of that. I still like the backup storage that's in your actual Xbox. I mean, I'm really not fond of this whole up in the air thing like the cloud.
Yeah, I think the reason why they started that is because people probably have been running out of memory, and gold members are the only people that can actually use the cloud. So if you're not even a gold member, all the stuff that you have on your cloud are you can't access them at all.
Right, but think of how many people hack out there.
Yeah, they've been upgrading the Xbox One to try to counteract hackers. The Xbox 360, they are only updating games maybe every now and then they'll update the dashboard, but nothing too big.
Right. And for those of you who don't know, I'm still gaming with an Xbox 360 Wide Arcade. That was the first Xbox 360 released. And it's a real trooper. It's never red ringed, and everything's been pretty okay with it. I mean, I named my Xbox Jinx when I got it, and I guess that's why it carried through. This thing's a trooper. It's been overseas with me because I've moved a lot. It's been overseas to Germany with me, back overseas to the United States where I am currently now. It's been in crates on ships to go overseas where humidity can get in there. I mean, this thing is a real tanker. So, I mean, I don't know what everybody else was doing to theirs, but for having a first Xbox 360, it's doing pretty damn good. And another thing is the Xbox One. I got it when it first came out, so I'm watching all these new updates happen and seeing if they're good or bad and seeing what's going to happen to them. It's almost like what I remember from when I first got the Xbox 360.
Yeah, they're finally pulling out the updates that are really needed.
Yeah, they're realizing that their machines can actually get a little bit smarter. They can make it a little bit better. Maybe the graphics are a little bit sharper and less fuzzy. Maybe put more pixels in the pictures. Everything, all of that is what they're figuring out now to do all of this good stuff to bring us new game systems. And I think it's brilliant that they're not just stuck on, well, there's the game system, that's it. No updates, just there.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they update it, because if they wouldn't, then it wouldn't be pleasurable to game on a system like that. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, like when they first came out with the Xbox One, it was mainly to be for entertainment from what I remember hearing. And then
you are right.
Now they're heading more towards the gaming and less towards the entertainment, which is actually really good because most of the people that actually use it are gamers, and they would be pretty pissed if they went more towards entertainment than gaming.
But on the other hand, the entertainment side of it is flipping great. I can sit there and I can Skype call with Sword Art while I'm sat there playing Call of Duty Ghosts. He can hear me rage hardcore whenever my teammates aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, or whenever I'm not supposed to be doing what I'm doing. It's actually really good for Skype calls. There's a couple kinks that they have left to work out, like the call drops occasionally, but that's all on the entertainment side, and like you said, they are gearing towards gaming now.
Yeah. Another thing, games with gold. That is a lot of people's favorite part of being a gold member now. This month, which I'm actually happy about too, the first game is Dust. And that game is actually pretty good. For you 360 players, I would actually recommend downloading that before the 16th. Once it's the 16th, and this has been actually covered by IGN and probably a couple other gamers. And Saints Row the Third comes out for free. One of the best games I've ever played for the Saints Row series, and I'm actually glad it's going to be free. When it does become free, I'm gonna download it. I don't know if you are gonna download it. Are you?
I'm gonna download it.
When we both have it, we're going to be playing a lot of that and possibly even getting some videos off of it. It's going to be crazy.
And we not only do like the serious stuff, but if you ever get to go into a video call with us while we're gaming, we make all the hilarious blooper comments ever. Like I remember in one of our episodes, we were on Minecraft.
Oh my
and
goodness.
There was a spider chasing Sword, and this was right after Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball came out. And I told him that spider came in like a wrecking ball, and then a creeper blew up the house. So, I don't know about you, but that was a pretty funny moment between our gaming, because I could not stop laughing. I actually hit the button and fell off the cliff and died.
That video, the link to that video will also be in the description below if you guys want to go and see it. But Xbox gaming, I've barely played the PS3, but I would say the Xbox systems are actually more secure than the PlayStation system, mainly because when I last played on a PlayStation 3, actually that was 2 years ago, so I have no clue how they actually updated the PS3 and the Xbox, or not Xbox, the PS3 and PS4. But when I last played on it, me and my friend were trying to play on Face Off 2-on-2 on Modern Warfare 3. We had got it into a lobby where these two people literally left the area of the entire game for basically the entire game. 30 seconds, when there was 30 seconds left, they came back. If Sony's watching this, they do need to boost up their systems, especially when it comes to hackers, because that really does ruin video gaming, no matter what system it's on.
I'd say about the same, although no bias. I am not a PS3 or PS4 player, but I will not bash them because I also did grow up playing PlayStation. I grew up playing Kingdom Hearts on
Ratchet and
PS2.
Clank.
Yes. All of those. So, it's just really which you choose. Between graphics, switching back and forth between PlayStation and Xbox, differences, PlayStation sometimes can be a little bit fuzzy, but so can Xbox. So it's not really... There's not really a reason why I can say one is better than the other than the sole fact that I just think that Xbox gives a lot more opportunity. The only thing that I don't like about Xbox is that you have to pay for your gold.
Yeah.
PlayStation, you don't have to pay.
Well, actually, they kind of changed that in a way. They say that if you want to play online on the PS4, certain games you can play for free with no membership, but you do need to pay for the PlayStation Plus service. Which I will say is actually a good part about the PlayStation, because you do get to play games free and stuff. But I do hope that one day Microsoft will make Xbox 360 like how PlayStation 3 is. That if you want to continue getting the games with gold, you have to be a gold member. Otherwise, you just have to be a free member to do all the other stuff.
Right. And then... I mean, I'm pretty much done with all the random issues that I have.
Same.
Other than the surfer guy, who really, that issue bothered me. As a recap, I think that everyone who can work should work, and just get off their lazy rears. I mean, taking government help like that when you don't really need it because you can work is just taking away from some poor person who actually can't work because they're disabled, either mentally or physically.
And also, in my second vlog, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I did say something about my book. And I did put just a picture, but some people probably won't believe that that is actually true. But all those people that don't, oh my gosh. I actually have a copy of it right here. It is
That
real.
is his book. It is real. During the previous first way early copies, we talked a long time ago back then too.
Yeah.
So
This book I've tried making many different times since I was in 6th grade, and all those other times failed. This is the actual first book that has ever been a reality for me. I am actually working on the second book.
and it's selling.
Yep.
That's always good. So, with our recap, Sword Art, do you have anything else to say?
No.
I've exhausted all my random issues besides creepy stalkers.
Yeah.
That might be the next vlog that we get into.
I do have one more thing. From what I've heard, actually, and this might be really interesting to start when I get it. I think you should get it too, Rogue. Slender the Arrival is coming out for 360 sometime this month, either the 14th or the 28th. And this one will be about $10. It's actually a lot better than the original Slender.
Well, I will definitely get Slender because I know that you're gonna get Slender, and I'm not fond of Slender.
Worst time to play it at nighttime.
Worst game for me ever because I went blind, and when I came back from being blind, everybody looked like Slenderman. All I saw were shadows and tall people. I'm 5'1.5". Okay, I see everybody else. I have to like look up to them. So when I came back from being blind, everyone looked like Slenderman. So, worst game ever, and probably the video plays that we'll get from that one, you'll probably see me freaking the hell out.
I just hope it actually is multiplayer because they don't really say if it is or not. There was very little things said about it, like what is to come in it and stuff. All they said is that there's going to be new challenges, new places, bonuses for the 360 and PS3 users. It also is going to be updated on the PC through Steam, or if you didn't buy it through Steam. I don't know if there is another way to purchase it, but there will be updates for it.
Right. Another thing that we can do is we can always do a Q&A vlog session, or we can do a Skype call vlog session with random people. And this will also get you guys' ideas through to us on...
And get you guys involved.
And get you guys involved. You know, any questions you have for us are always welcome, and we're always willing to answer them, as long as they are reasonable questions. Now, we're not talking like stalkerish questions, because those are the only types that I have problems with.
Yeah,
and that will probably lead into the next vlog.
Like, for one, stalker kind of question is, where do you live? We're not gonna give that information away. That would be the one thing. Like, our actual addresses, no. Maybe our cities and states, maybe. But
or, for example, I saw you walking into this building at this time. Yeah, we don't need any of those, and that definitely is crazy. So,
oops.
I disappeared again.
And
anyways,
and you're kind of like, oh.
That's pretty much all that I have to say for this vlog.
You're cutting in and out too.
And malfunctions we are having.
Lovely! Yay!
Better?
Um,
Yay!
Not really. I think my computer is like...
All the internet.
Yep, it's my internet. Yay! I hate you too, internet.
We are having technical difficulties. We will get back to you later. Anyways, I think we're pretty much done.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
logging out.
alright. I'll finish it off from here.
Okay. I just want to sleep.
Go to sleep.
I don't think you understand how exhausted I am. Okay.
Hold on.
Just gonna.
We're still live.
Laying down.
Hold on. Well, basically that ends today's video. If you actually liked it, I know it kind of got weird toward the end, but well, we will continue on, and as we said, we will do the Q&As. We will bring you guys in to chat with us and have fun, but also I will be moving the unboxings to the vlogs, so if I ever have anything I want to unbox, I will actually make it as a vlog. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. There will be links to my book, to our Facebook, to our Twitter, to our Twitch. And if you guys liked, click the like button down below and subscribe by clicking on my face. But until then, this is KSI Sword Art signing out.